Hello, it's me, Christopher Walker, who closely observe literature, and I'm trying to get this channel back on track because I've been away for too long, and I can't believe it, but I've got over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, thank you. So what on earth have I been doing for the last year if it's not making videos about the great books that I've been reading? Well, a couple of things. There was that, the thing going around. I got that back in December. That knocked me for 6. That was one problem. But the biggest problem was that as an English teacher, I teach English as a foreign language for my day job, spending time in front of the computer became a real issue. Spending all of my time in front of the computer teaching. And when you spend so much time staring at a screen, the last thing you want to do is to spend more time in front of a screen editing videos. So I had a couple that I'd made and they just kind of sat on my hard drive for a while. Eventually I just deleted them because I didn't think I was ever going to get around to using them. But I'm back now. So what have I been up to over the last year since the last video? I've been reading, and I'll have some new videos coming up soon. I've also been writing. So I've got 2 new books that you might be interested in. The first one is a kind of horror, sort of. It's not very horrific, it's not like gory too much, although I've been told that some parts of it are a little bit hard to stomach, which is a good thing, isn't it, in a horror story? Anyway, it's called Gravenham, and I originally wrote it. I wrote the first kind of draft of it when I was back in Japan, all the way, what was it, 2002? Yeah, it's a strange time for me. Felt a little bit cut off from society. I watched the first Resident Evil film twice in one night, and that probably didn't help my mental state very much. Watching any of the Resident Evil films won't help your mental state. So I wrote this idea down. It was kind of a diary format story that involved horror elements. You could say that I borrowed some of the ideas from what I'd been watching. That'd be quite true, I suppose. Finally got round to revising the various drafts that I'd attempted, and then in the summer, around my birthday, I really hammered home what I'd got, put it all together, and I'm pretty happy with the results. Maybe you could take the time to check it out on Amazon. If you've got one of those Kindle Unlimited things, you'd be able to get a copy for free, but I'm selling it for about $1 anyway. So that's the first thing. And then after that, I turned my attention to a piece of non-fiction writing, because I thought, we're living through this pandemic period. What do people want? Do they want a bit of escapist fantasy? No, they want a blow-by-blow account of what it's like to live through that pandemic and be an English teacher. Yeah, I haven't sold very many copies of this book, strangely. It's called A Teacher's Journal of the Plague Year. I borrowed the title more or less from Defoe, who wrote A Journal of the Plague Year about the 17th century plague. If you're an English teacher, or thinking about being one, or just generally curious about the industry, you might like this book. I don't know. A lot of it's about teaching, what it's like to be a teacher generally, and specifically what it's like to be an English teacher teaching mostly online, what the students were like during that time, and what it's like to try and teach English as like a communicative thing when your students won't turn on their cameras or their microphones. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with the result. A couple of people I know have read the book and they think that it's a pretty good effort, but like I say, it's probably more of a niche sort of thing, so I doubt there'll be so many people out there. Certainly watching this channel, I'm not sure if there's much scope. Have a look anyway if you're interested. So anyway, enough about me. You're here for the books. So the next video is going to be a quick recap of some of the books that I read over the last year, the year of my absence. And then after that, I'm going to get back into really looking more closely at some of the books that I've read. So we'll do a quick recap, and then I'll try and find the time to put together something a little bit bigger. But yeah, there we go. And again, 1,000 subscribers. How does that happen? It's crazy. Didn't expect it, but thank you all the same. So, until next time, I'm Christopher Walker with Closely Observed Literature.